Hello everybody and welcome back to RogueTech, where I just did a little bit of MechWarrior training off camera, nothing major. I think we got like a point of guts for like 4 different MechWarriors. But that's it. We will hop into the command center here and just do our deployment. And I want to get through this because, I mean, it's not a particularly difficult mission. That said, we need salvage. We definitely need a lot of salvage. But we also need Davian rep. So let's get some of that. Are we going to get double salvage here? Oh, we're not. Okay. I think we're still okay with paying 55,000 for a priority salvage. We'll take it. Okay. Now, are we going to bring the 4P? I don't know. It's going to run relatively hot without its heat sinks. I think we'll probably... Well, we're definitely going to move Scrub and the J. Edgar over to this lance. 100%, the vehicle lance. So Scrub goes in the J. Edgar. He's got that affinity. That'll be fine. And then we could bring the Panther if we wanted to, or we could bring the Hunchback. The Hunchback does more damage, but it runs hotter. This is in an urban biome. I think having the additional armor might actually be useful, considering that we are extremely likely to run into an ambush in an urban biome. Okay, let's deploy this. Yes, I know that the Hunchback has unused tonnage. That tonnage is intended for heat sinks, which we don't currently have. And there isn't really anything else we can put on there in that place. So we will just get some heat sinks, and hopefully we'll get some heat sinks anyway. We're really more interested in salvage right now than we are in cash. We're doing okay as far as cash goes. We're not doing tremendously on that front, but we're doing fine for cash. We're really lacking in a lot of components though, so we definitely need to focus on that. And maybe getting another vehicle would be good too. For now, though, we need to disrupt the Lyran reconnaissance mission. For weeks now, Lyran forces have been scouting territory near Davian-controlled land. Previous surveys of this land show nothing of interest, yet there they are. Whatever it is that they found, we don't want them to have it. Go in there and destroy them. Commander, this could be a wild goose chase. Of course, if there's nothing to find, they haven't wasted the time of their own mechs. Indeed. I did not click on the ready button. Okay, I guess we're ready. We've arrived in the region. That's great. We do have allies. Noted. Okay, so we know that there are enemy units. Probably somewhere up there. Wouldn't mind deploying here. That's a ways forward from our current position. Saves us about a turn. And might mess up their ambush as well. Emphasis on the might. Okay, so they're up there. Noted. Just a few vehicles moving around over here. What do they have? Are they LRM boats? It's a J. Edgar. That ain't no LRM boat. Cloudbuster? Okay. A couple of large lasers. A Vedette. This is direct fire support that they've got here. Okay. They're probably not going to be very useful to us, is my guess. Now, we should anticipate that at the end of this turn, we are extremely likely to be ambushed. Which is why I'm maximizing evasive pips right now. The J. Edgar can move up to here. It can move back if necessary. No ambush. Okay. I'm fine with this. We are simply going to move up the road then. As quick as we can, which is quicker than usual, thanks to the road. We do have a contact. Question is, where is said contact? I do not see it. Okay. Well, we'll simply move up to here for now.
Copy that.
That seems fine. Still our turn, but we're in combat mode. I'm going to reserve.
Affirmative.
and see where their unit is. Ah, okay. There's a javelin up there. Sounds good. No more reservations.
I hear ya.
Our javelin is going to sprint up here, trying to catch up with the J. Edgar, which can really leave us in the dust.
Standing by.
Our Vulcan is going to similarly move up. We're just simply sprinting forward right now.
For orders.
Except the J. Edgar. The J. Edgar is just going to chill.
Hunkering down.
Yeah, these vehicles aren't going to do much. They're way back there with no LOS. Our Hunchy is a little behind as well. That's expected with a Hunchy, though. Yeah, that Galleon's not doing much. We're going to sprint up here with the Raven, and we're going to take a look at what we can do here. We see a Sling, 4.7%, a Stinger, 4.7%, and a Javelin, 1.2%. Okay, so those aren't very threatening mechs up there. There's probably one other that we don't see just yet. I suppose it could be a short lance, but there's probably one more. They're just closing in. Taking cover there. That makes sense. We could position the Raven right here. Would not quite be an ideal range for the Javelin. We could move here, though. Now, we don't have the resolve right now for a Vigilance. We're much better off hitting this Stinger. We did not hit the Narc, but that's okay. We still hit every single missile there. That was really good luck, actually.
Orders.
That was phenomenal luck. We can jump the Vulcan on top of this building. We're going to want to get off of this building ASAP, but we can fire the Ultra AC-5 on the Stinger, and we have good hit odds here. This may outright kill the Stinger. Okay, we missed, but it could have.
Damn it.
The J. Edgar is going to also move up over this way. I would love to get into rear arc of this guy, and actually this position is pretty ideal.
I'm already there.
6 evasive pips, get him behind this Javelin, and hit him with our rear arc attack. It's not the best rear arc attack on a J. Edgar, but it's kind of effective, I suppose. Kind of. We're going to sprint forward with the Hunchy. We can't get into firing position. Our allied vehicles are finally coming a little bit forward. We are going to jump up to here for evasive pips with the Javelin. Now the Javelin is of course running the dual SRM 6s. I would love to have had the Stinger narked for them, but alas, they're not. This could still kill the Stinger though. Or we could hit nothing at all. Okay. That works, I suppose. These vehicles are going to continue to come forward a little bit.
Good to go.
The Raven is actually... Do we want to not move? We could basically guarantee the kill on this Stinger if we don't move here. We'd be risking taking damage from the Sling and the Javelin. Oh, the Javelin only has a single medium laser. Dual medium lasers, a medium pulse laser, and tag on the Sling. I think this is a risk worth taking. That's a narc hit and a dead Stinger. Wonderful.
Hostile eliminated.
Okay. Now this Sling is going to move up. What's it going to do? It should attack the Raven. But it went for the Javelin instead. Interesting that it hit all but the last two pulse laser hits there with the 3 evasive pips. I'm not super surprised. 3 evasive pips isn't huge. But it's nice to have the potential anyway. Now I would love to come in rear arc on this Sling, kick him, and SRM 6. That has a very good chance of actually outright killing the Sling.
Moving to position.
And we're in cover with 3 evasive pips. And there we go. 1 dead Sling.
That's a kill. Yes, Commander.
The Vulcan is now going to make its way up over here. Actually, is it? Is it, though? I guess it is. It's not an ideal position at all, and I think we're just going to brace to get rid of the stability.
Waiting for orders.
The J. Edgar is going to stay put and fire rear arc on this javelin again. We didn't get a great hit last time. We'll see if we get a better one this time. Nope, that's a negative. Okay. We'll see what the javelin decides to do. It has a couple of options here.
Careful, they're looping around back.
That was the correct option. Although it should have melee'd. It should have gone for a kick and medium laser. It could have potentially gotten a leg destruction on that javelin if it had done that. Yeah, that javelin just didn't have much in that leg. Okay, that's fine. It didn't destroy the leg, so we're good. We're going to step forward to... This is not ideal. Is there anywhere we can go and have better hit odds? Not exactly. We could close into small laser range.
Confirmed.
And simply get some frontal damage down. Hit him with the narc and not fire the LRM.
Engaging.
Okay, we missed the narc. But that's okay.
Good to go.
Now the javelin, I don't think we can get into rear arc here. We can do side arc. Oh, I did not. I misclicked that. That's front arc. I meant to get him into side arc. Oh well. That does get him out of the way for the Vulcan, I suppose.
Ready for orders.
Who can simply stand here and hit him side arc. We could jump down and hit him rear arc right here.
I copy.
And that's what we're going to do. Now we may Ultra AC5 our friend here. I didn't mean to put him there.
Roger that.
Luckily we didn't.
Okay, that was bad.
You're okay. For now. You're okay for now. Okay, the javelin jumps, fires on our javelin again, and misses. An interesting choice, to be sure. Not, I think, a choice I would have made, given this situation. We can move up with the Hunchback. And the Hunchback can now finally light up the javelin a little bit. You can definitely see we're running hot.
Okay,
That's because we're missing roughly 1 million heat sinks.
negative damage.
Okay, nothing happening there.
Got something you
That
want
is
done?
completely fine. We're going to move the J. Edgar all the way up here. We are going to take a little bit of burn damage, but that's fine.
Locking in all weapon systems.
Once again, looks like a failure to connect there. Okay, these vehicles are going to make their way up. That's fine. I do like how he's putting his back to the walls here. That's a good move by him.
Orders.
I'd like to position the Raven a little further away if we can. That's still 8.5%. I think that we position here, hit him with the narc, and hope that that boosts our LRM. Okay, kind of didn't, but that's fine.
Good to go.
The Vulcan is going to close in over here. Actually, maybe over here. Yeah, we'll close into there. Okay, some AC5 damage. We'll take that. Oh, an ejection. That will be absolutely fine. That was a relatively simple mission. We took a little bit of internal damage on the javelin leg, but that's fine. That was just the AI playing that correctly. I'm not concerned about it. So we got a little bit of payment there. Not a ton, but some. And yeah, the javelin is going to take some time to repair, but everybody else I think is untouched except for the vehicle, but that won't take much time at all. In fact, that might go instantly, if I recall correctly. There's a medium pulse laser here. Slinger and stinger parts and javelin parts, I'm not too concerned about those. Endosteel structure, An engine core 180. That's still a little small for the assassin. We could grab a medium pulse laser. Anything else in here? Ferrofibrous armor. I'd love these heat sinks, but we're going to roulette those. We do have a ferrofibrous. So I think we're going to take this endosteel structure, and we're going to take this engine core. And we'll roulette everything else. We did get this machine gun. We have 2 of those, so we can just sell that. A basic cockpit we'll keep around because we don't have one. Same with a standard comm suite. This engine core we'll keep around. We do have 4 jump jets currently. I'm going to sell 2 of these. We're going to keep these 2. Basic sensors, we do have 1. I'll keep that around though. And a standard fusion engine. We managed to not get a single heatsink out of that. Honestly, that's pretty bad luck considering how many heatsinks were available to roll up. Okay, well, the Hunchback isn't that hot right now. It's not running just tremendously hot. It's running kinda hot. So I think we're okay for now. What we really need to do more than anything is just be building up our stockpiles of various equipment, so that we have stuff available and can sell things when we salvage them and don't need them anymore. Yes. Get started on that, Yang. Literally everything here is fine. The Javelin is going to be done in 2 days, as is the Argo upgrade. So that's fine. Let's go ahead and tick forward a little bit here. So the mech bay is now done, which means that we have access to repairing 2 mechs at a time, which is great. Now, we could, in theory, refit this assassin at this time. In theory. Now, if we were to do this, we would be running an engine core 180. Which would mean we'd have 20 tons to work with here with basically no armor left in here. Its movement speed would be 4 and 7 hexes, which isn't particularly fast for what I'd like for this assassin to do. Isn't tremendously fast at all. Maxing that armor means we have 10 tons to work with. Now, this, of course, is not going to have any heat sinks. Oh, wait, we can strip that out. Put, say, a jump jet in each leg so that it doesn't get stuck anywhere. And then we could put in the SRM-6 streaks, like so. Some SRM ammo in the legs, like that. And then we'd still have 1.437 tons to work with. So in theory, we could do something like a medium pulse laser. Now, our heat efficiency isn't the greatest, but we could then put on, say, ferrofibrous armor and an endosteel structure. That would free up 2.5 tons to work with. $1.437. Maybe just endosteel structure. Of course, if we did this, we'd be able to put in 2 heat sinks, which would give us 6 additional heat sinking. It wouldn't be great. Maybe instead of the medium pulse laser, we just simply go for 4.568. We could just go for a small laser here and put in 4 heat sinks. 4 heat sinks would not be necessary with this heat level. So we could simply put in a medium laser Agra, say, and then we would be able to put in 3.5 heat sinks, not like there's a 0.5 heat sinks. We could drop a small jump jet, though, and just have the single jump jet. Like, sure, this would only allow us to jump 1 hex, but that is enough to unstick. Of course, this is assuming that we're running the engine core 180. We'd be able to put in 4 heat sinks, which would be 12 heat sinking, so that would put us up to, what, like 34? So we'd just be able to toggle off firing the medium laser. That would not be a big deal. This would be theoretically doable. All that said, I would prefer to just put a double heatsink kit in here and crank this up to an engine core 280 or an engine core 250 or something along those lines. So I think we're not going to do the Assassin just yet, but that's the overall plan for what the Assassin is going to be. So we'll just stick that down there for now, or I guess right there is fine. Okay, well, it is a little late to get started on another mission, and we've had some kind of longish episodes here. Laying wagers, huh? Oh boy. We're going to debate those odds. Morale decreased by 10, but Aryamaki is in high spirits. That was probably not worth it. Okay. Well, we're just going to tick forward 2 more days for our mech warriors to be back, and now we are ready to deploy. But again, it's that mission did not take very long. I suppose we can check to see if anybody's ready for some training, but I'd be a little surprised. Yeah, that ain't happening. Okay. Well, I think I'm going to put a cut in here regardless. It's a bit of a short episode, but RogueTech often goes a bit long, so I think that is fine. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and I'll see you all next time when we're going to go after some additional salvage.